Hello everyone and welcome to another one of my Tardis sets review, technically, but timeline of the B&M Tardis sets number 6. Yes, number 6. It has finally come out. Sorry for the long delay, but I got a job. But I had to get the job first, so that stopped me making videos. And then I volunteered for some charity work, which is going really well, and I'm enjoying it. And yeah, it's been busy. I've been talking with friends about doing another YouTube channel and some other things along with it. So that's been one of my main focus points, and taking pictures for Instagram has been my other focus point. So one thing had to be pushed aside, and that sadly had to be this, which I enjoy doing the research, finding out when things got produced, how much money they cost, and other things like that, and small details. But yeah, I'm sorry it's so late. So let's begin. As you can tell, this is the 5th Doctor and Tardis set. The figures on the sides don't have anything to do with this set. It's just I felt that having a white background was very boring. Feel free to skip this bit because I'm just going to talk why I have these and then go into context. So, going into context because you'll be bored. This set came out the 30th of September 2020. Now, for me, that doesn't feel very long ago. It's 3 years from this video, as it's 2022 now. And yeah, it doesn't feel like 3 years since I've had this set. It feels maybe 1, 2 maybe, but you gotta add in COVID, which I think it came out during COVID. I can't really remember. COVID is now just a blur. But this is the Visitation set or episode. I'm dyslexic, and reading that episode isn't very good for me, as it's a very long word. So I hope I got it right, but if I haven't, I'm sorry. Don't believe me in the comments about it. Just tell me what it is. But yeah, so I'm gonna hopefully do a good edit and go into the figure. This is the 5th Doctor figure. Yeah, I'm using a old B&M background for a free figure pack, I think. I just think it looks quite cool as a background. That's why I'm using it. But going into the 5th Doctor, this is the hatted version, which got, well, I think the mould got released in an exclusive Comic-Con pack with the Master. Very rare, so hard to get. The set with the Master is around 100 and something on eBay, 99 quid on Amazon. So finding these figures are quite hard with the hat. So I'm happy that B&M gave us a hatted version, which single figure, he's about 25 quid. With the set, he's around 40 to 30 quid. With the TARDIS on its own is around 25 quid, which the set altogether, that's what it used to be. So to have the TARDIS for that is kind of a rip-off, but to have this figure as £12, I think is quite good. If you do want it for £12, I recommend you go onto Amazon and type loose figures, and there should be B&M's site on Amazon that shows you the single figures, which I think's quite helpful. Some of them are 16 or 12, it just depends on which figures really. But zooming in for the details. So my one, the stick of celery either didn't get put on or it fell off when it was boxed, but when I opened it, it didn't have it, and I was too excited and didn't notice if it had it or not. But when I opened it, it wasn't there. I looked on YouTube for reviews of this set, and they all had the celery. So I had an old 5th Doctor where I just already had the celery cut off, so I just super glued it on, and I think it's a bit lower than the others, but you can see where some of the glue, you can see where it's a bit shiny, and that's where it would be. There's a bit of shine, but you can obviously see where super glue has been. But other than that, you can have a lot of nice detail on the jumper, but I think I might be wrong, but I think he's meant to have this jumper with this. I can't really remember the episode very well, I've not watched it recently. But he's got the red lining, which goes all the way around on his cuffs, on his pockets, which I love the pockets coloured. They just, love this coat. And the little, I call this the L stripe, because you turn it that way, it's an L. Might be some special word for it, but I don't know what it's called. Sometimes I do wish they did put some undercoat or something in there just to make it look a bit better, but I don't really mind. You can see the buttonholes, the buttons going up to the collary bit. It goes all the way around, and there's a bit of paint spill, but in the end, does it matter? This, I don't know how this happened, but it did. I've tried to rub it off, but nothing happens with it, which is a shame. But moving to bad bits after that, there is either a chip here, either where they had to clip the mold off the machine, but I have the same problem with the hat, which is a shame, but nothing I can do about it. So going to the small detail, the hair is very nice, especially around the, you can't really see that because of the light, but they've gone all the way up into there, and sometimes you can't really tell that it's added hat mold. So there's probably a figure out there where there's a bold Peter Davidson with just hair like that, which would be quite funny to have. So he's got his signature, I forget the word for these and I use them all the time, question marks, there we go. I do like the fact that that one is hidden and that one isn't. The only downside to the 5th Doctor figures is, well, my opinion is the hair gets caught on the back of the collar, which can either cause paint scuffage of the hair or the coat. Moving down to the trousers, these are, I think the signature Fifth Doctor trousers. When I mean signature, I think they've been used on more Fifth Doctor figures than these type of trousers, which I think look a lot nicer, but that's my opinion. You can have your own. I do wish the trainers were a bit dirty. If you're saying, but they are dirty, they are dirty because I used them for photography, so that's real dirt, which either I can't be bothered to clean or it just doesn't come off. But I do like the trainers, especially detail on them with the holes. That took me a long time to think of the word holes, but I thought of it. Some blurby text to tell you when this figure was made, and you can't really see it because there's mud everywhere. This figure, I think, is my favourite figure out of the B&M Tardis sets that I've done. I've not got the First Doctor set at this time, so there will be a slight delay with that. But moving on to the TARDIS. So this is the TARDIS, obviously. I will do a comparison with the other Fifth Doctor TARDIS we have. So this was the Cave of Akshazani TARDIS, and then this is the newest TARDIS. As you can tell, this one's a bit darker, but this one's got a lot more it's worn, that's the word. A lot more. You can tell I've not used this one a lot as there's dust everywhere on it. But now you have this, you don't need this unless you have the other one as your Sixth Doctor TARDIS. But I think most people who wanted two TARDISes would have probably just got two of these. So, time to zoom. So, we zoom in on, put this in the middle, the pull to open sign, which I'm gonna have to come really close, but you can just tell there's some wear on the sign. You can definitely tell with car, but it's from there all the way up to there, you can just about see it. But I quite like that. The lock, as per usual, I painted it, not the lock, the handle. The lock's already painted. Yeah, I did miss and had to wipe it, and then yeah, but you can see the wear a bit more now, but for that detail I like it. It's not my favourite, but it's okay. Going to the windows, some are okay. This one in the middle isn't. This one at the top is dreadful. As you can see, there's massive, yeah, just back, I think, in my opinion, is the best out of all four sides, which is a shame because the back has that and that, which by now I wish they just either copied one of the sides and just put it on the back, because it's not gonna get used to be light up and have a voice. I say voice, but it's probably something else. Technical word, which I'm not technical enough to know. So, or speak, or whatever you want to call it. The signs are very worn. Parts of it do come out, so that little corner up there, which is a shame, as it brings, like, this one is the best side, and that's the one closest to the door. The door one's okay. I think more at the bottom there's some, but I think this one and the back are the worst. Going to the bottom, I do wish they put in the little catch thing where it should all clip in. I think they should do that, as it would help the doors from stretching outwards, which we've seen that problem with the second Doctor Tardis, which is a shame. But nothing on the back except for some blurry bits and where they screw in the base. Yeah, it's dirty because, again, I use it a lot for photography. There we go, everything's back to normal. The only problems I have with this set is, I don't know if anyone else has it, but I have a massive gash in the roof. I don't know if it's like just heat, but it happened when I opened the box. It just looked like that. It was a lot worse. I did have to hammer it down and be very gentle, but as you can tell, it's not there on this side. It's just, yeah, very annoying to do pictures with, as it's, yeah, you can just about see it, which is a shame, because I do think this is one of the best TARDISes there is for B&M. So this, I can't remember, don't know why it's not focusing, but you can see there's a lot of damage, I would say, dirt damage, especially there's been like a scrape or something that's taken off the layer of paint, which is a shame. And I don't know if I've dropped the TARDIS on the floor when I was taking some pictures, or it's meant to look like that. It won't come off, whatever it is, but it doesn't really match. So I don't know if that's like they got the wrong paint or I just dropped it. But my opinion is this is one of the best TARDISes we've ever had from B&M. So going back to future me. So that was my review and details and stuff like that. And now this is probably going to be the boring bit where I talk about subscribing and everyone will probably leave. But first I'm going to rate the set. Now, with some of the problems I've had, it would probably be around 7, 8, around there. But because I know that's probably just some of the problems with my set specifically, or like there's always occasional sets where either there's been some really bad paint problems and you just have to live with it and buy another one, or just live with it. So I know that that's always a problem with B&M stuff, especially with Daleks and Eye Stalks, but what can you do? So I would rate this set a 8.5, as it would be a 9, but with the problems I have with mine, it's an 8.5, but it's still good. And I think this is one of my favourite sets, to be honest. So, thanks for watching. This is the edited version, so if I can post this, I will. And I hope you like it, because it will be my properly first edited video. So, hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because it helps me out and gives me more positivity to keep creating videos. And I have a lot of videos I want to do for future, so I hope you enjoy the future content. So, goodbye.